Did you hear about this? Netflix. Oh my God. They just did a major partnership with iHeart Radio. And they're making some serious moves with video podcasts. So this might be the thing. I'm seeing more vertical video and I'm seeing more video podcasts similar to what we're doing here on YouTube, but they partnered with iHeartMedia to bring in 15 of their biggest shows to the platform starting early 2026. And it's not just a small experiment they're talking about. They're talking about The Breakfast Club, Chelsea Handler, My Favorite Murder. Those podcasts are really, really big. They're bringing them and a few others over there. And they said the strategy is pretty clear. Netflix wants to be the primary home for these creators, which means if you want to watch their video versions of these shows, you'll have to go to Netflix, not to YouTube, not to their website. You got to go to Netflix to go watch all of this stuff, right? And they're saying they're pulling these episodes off of YouTube to create more exclusive environments. And it is a bit of a gamble for the creators who rely on YouTube's reach. Now, remember, YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world, and they're coming over to Netflix. But Netflix is saying that they're willing to spend to compete with their daytime viewing. Your daytime viewing, that is. So if you are a loyal listener of any of these shows or you're just prefer the audio, nothing changes for you. iHeartMedia is keeping the audio rights, so you can still find the shows on Spotify and Apple or wherever you usually get the podcast. But for the fans who like to see the conversations happen in real time, especially like with those interviews, you will have to go to Netflix to go check those out. All right. So maybe that might be a good reason for you to go hang out on the app of Netflix. This follows a partnership that they had made earlier with Spotify. So Netflix is intent on becoming a hub for this kind of conversational media. And basically it's going to be interesting to see how audiences react to shifting their routine to free of YouTube, right? To now you got to pay for Netflix. So it's a win-win if you have a Netflix account, but it is not good if you do not have a Netflix account and you got to pay for it. Starting early 2026, this is what's happening, and it's a big shift. And remember, audio only. So iHeartMedia keeps the audio rights, and you will still be able to listen to the episodes on YouTube Music and podcast sections, just without the video feed. You'll also get clips and highlights while the full episodes are moving. It is common for these type of deals to still show short clips or promotional highlights on social media and YouTube to keep the shows visible. Now, I guess my only thing is, would YouTube be wrong if they were petty and say you can't post your content over here on YouTube because you've made an exclusive deal with Netflix? Would they be wrong if they were petty and said, nah, you can't post your content over here? You can put my clips here, but you can't give me your full. You were already doing it. Now you signed a deal, and now it's like, hey, we want to be a direct competitor to YouTube. Would they be wrong? I don't know. That's $1 million question. So the question that I have for you is, what do you think of Netflix expanding? Let me know in the comments. What do you think of Netflix expanding? 1, Netflix is creating new avenues. 2, as long as my bill doesn't rise, I don't care what they do. 3, it's all about the money. 4, YouTube and other competitors should pay attention. Or 5, partnerships is the key to all of this. 1 through 5, let me know in the comments. What do you think of Netflix expanding? Is this a good deal or is it not? Let's see what everybody is saying over here in the comments. You guys are saying Netflix is getting too big for me. More money, more subscriptions, money. Woo, but they're not charging anything right now, Shirley. You know, you got to look at it like that. Right now, this might be something that could be big for them, right? This could be the play. Remember, Blockbuster did not take Netflix seriously. And guess what happened? They became the #1 streaming service in the world. YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world, and they're hosting a lot of podcasts, and people are getting a nice check. But Netflix is saying we got a bag too. Moving away from YouTube isn't a smart move for the creator, says Awesome Fun Things. Yeah, that's something there. Let's see. Yeah, that's interesting. So these are the shows: The Breakfast Club, Dear Chelsea, This Is Important, New Rory and Mal, Under True Crime and History, My Favorite Murder, Behind the Bastards, Buried Bones, and then if you're listening to music and entertainment podcasts, Joe and Jada with Fat Joe and Jada Kiss, the Bobby Cast, Bobby Jones interviewing artists and industry figures. And then under sports is Three and Out, and it's a football analysis from my former NFL scout. And then knowledge and mental health shows such as The Psychology of Your 20s, Stuff You Missed in History Class, Stuff They Don't Want You to Know, and Stuff to Blow Your Mind. Those are the shows that are moving over to Netflix early 2026. I don't know. Is this a good deal? Just another excuse for Netflix to raise prices. You might be right. You might be right on that one, brother. You just might be right on that. So I'm not gonna knock you on that. It's the Lab Tech Show. Join us Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern at thelabtechshow.com. Embrace it or get left behind.
Alrighty then.